Hello and welcome, Daffy Roth, and this is Blasphemous 2 for the PC. In our last episode, we awakened 1,000 years later to finish what we started in the first game, I suppose. Some lady told us that we need to go prevent the birth of whatever in the heart. So we've been working our way through the world. I guess I will say that compared to the first one, like there was a drive and a reason to what I was doing. This one I kind of just feel like, oh, you're just here, you're doing something. But I guess she awakened me. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But anyways, 1,000 years later, we are making our way through the world. So we're heading towards the first boss. Teleport is over here. You know what? Actually, let's go pick up that other spell. Oh, hey, this is open. Oh, it's a giant hand.
Come closer and contemplate this delicate tumbaga. The embroidered shawls, the silk dresses. You are in Regina's shop. My goods are my home, my bed. They are as much a part of me as I am of them. You point, and this diligent arm will surely grant your request.
All right, so we have a bunch of figurines. 2 marks of martyrdom. Let's see here.
So, nothing here is of interest to you. Such a pity.
We'll come back when we have a little bit more monies.
Blessed are we. Feast your eyes upon our shop window.
We will get this though.
We have no more items left, but you never know what may turn up on these paths. Pray, come back later, Penitent One.
Let's see here. Galera of the Living Briar creates a bolt of electricity that inflicts lightning damage. First dedicated to the blackthorn that piercing the flesh of a storm cloud made it bleed thunder. There is actually something I want to do before I head. That's just going to increase our lightning damage. Wire of Thorns. I just wanted to grab this real quick. Also, check that out. That is so beautiful. Like, just the mirage or the reflection. I hope we go there. I thought I had an execution there for a second. I got stuck on that for so long in the my first playthrough. All right, where are we at for our just 8? Oh, this is a creepy place. Oh, that circled back around. Cool. Oh, those. Okay. He's almost like a scooter. Oh. Die. Oh, over here. Oh my god, fuck off. God, there's blue ones now. Okay. A little extreme. We've acquired the fervent kiss. Piece of cloth used by the high sanctities to cleanse their hands after being kissed. How will they find out the truth if their eyes okay. Sorry. How will they find out the truth if to their eyes I'm no different from the others? We all share the same beauty and grandeur, the same skin made from light itself, the same voice that sounds like a gift from the high heavens. What if I was, in fact, different? What if I truly was the most divine of them all, the only one deserving adoration? Yes. All will kneel before me. All will worship me. All will wait eternities to share my presence and fight for the honor of kissing my flesh. I just need to make sure that the others disappear. Okay. I don't know what that's supposed to be. We're about to die. Oh, we're back in the Choir of Thorns. Didn't we go into the Choir of Thorns? Or all the way over there. Is there a prior over here? Oh, look at that. Teleportation. Let's do this. Why don't we go and get our sins cleansed? Let's go confess. And then we'll pick up... We have a mark of martyrdom, I do believe. 2 right now. Okay. So what we'll do... We're going to get our sins cleansed. We're going to go confess.
So, do you wish to purge yourself of your guilt? So be it. The sacrament has been completed. Your guilt has been purged. But will remain my eternal burden, for that is my appointed purpose. Now go in peace.
How can I The altarpiece on your back now has more capacity. Here, I will wait for you until you gather more marks of martyrdom to extend your altarpiece.
Oh, it's going to cost 2.
May the hands pray. May the hands
All right.
You point.
Alright, so we have the increase the window of time to perform a block. Recovers health after an execution. I think this is... reduce the penalties of accumulation of guilt. Increases the fervor generated when attacking enemies. That's a good one. Slightly increases the damage of prayers. So... these two are key items. We're gonna want those. The Viveranda is going to be nice. The Flagellant. The Bishop. Let's do this right.
Here among my wares, I shall await your return.
Right, let's read the stuff. It was a night of unusual beauty, of clarity and quietness. Within the circle of high towers that had always been my home, only silence. I stayed in the great balcony, like every night, so I could offer a prayer to the starry sky. A rotund full moon shined closer than ever, bathing everything in bluish and purple shades. I immersed myself in my litany, inspired by the holiness of such a moment. Suddenly, a shimmer in the sky caught my attention, and I was left breathless by the vision. A huge bacilla, tall, sublime, and of an impossibly transparent turquoise color, stood askew before me. Surrounded by the circle of towers, I knew then that everything was true. The great construction of watchtowers, named the Crown, had been built because of a legend of a ghost-like basilica that only in the light of the full moon revealed itself. The same building had once stood there, before crumbling into the ground in ancient times. The devout witnesses dedicated their lives to watch that place, praying for another glimpse of that sacred site, and so built the circle of towers that I now call home, around the point where the miracle took place. Okay, so I think that's talking about the Mother of Mothers, which, when we get to, that place is a fucking shit show. Let's go get this installed on our back.
Frey, how...
Alright, so I guess these don't have them. So I have increase any source. Oh, nice. Okay, so if you get two of the same ones together, it resonates. So for this one, for instance, we have increases any source of elemental damage. So nice.
May the hands of the miracle guide thee, Penitent One.
Alright, okay. Nice, nice. I'm kind of tempted to go and try to get the second weapon. Because it seems like so far all of the like bosses to get to them is going to be key to the weapon at hand. So kind of interesting so far anyways, how that's gonna show. Because like this one, you have the light, you know, going between the mirrors and stuff. But right now, it looks like the boss is blocked off from both ways. I don't like that. I'll get better, I promise. Gosh, dude, like, ugh. Dude, I hate how they see it. Almost just makes the whole that entire move pointless because they move back with you, so like you end up occupying the same space as them. I don't know, kind of frustrating. I guess it's just time to get good. I cringed when I said that, so. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'm used to maybe the other one. So maybe I need to wait until like I'm right in front of them to do it. Oh, what? Well, what the hell's the point of that? Ah. Oh, it's one of the sisters. Okay. Nice. Now I know what they sound like. Kind of sounds like the Myrtle chick from Harry Potter. Interesting. So that's all right. Okay. Picking up what the game is trying to lay down. Wait, can I just throw this across the way? Nope. That's kind of dope, actually. I guess. Also, for some reason, when I jump, I can't attack straight up. I mean, I can standing on the ground, but not the other way around. How are we on our... Only 2. Huh.
And you may die, perhaps even rot away before my very eyes, but that will not help you. I can wait as long as it takes, long after those insatiable worms have finished their repulsive feasting. In the end, I will discover that secret thou hast been concealing from me since the first dusty cobweb appeared under the eaves of this home, and since the first wrinkle marred thine already pale and bony forehead. But for now, behave yourself. Can you not see we have a guest at our table? Sit down, sit down.
I don't know if I want to sit down.
Welcome to this humble table. My name is Castula, for that was what my parents so desired. It is a great rarity these days for footsteps to echo through these lonely halls. And believe me, yours have not gone unnoticed. What dost thou seek here? Dost thou crave the same fate that befell so many unfortunates who ended up possessed by the very gold they sought to make their own? Yes, this manor is awash with mysteries, secrets, and curses. If only I could find the hiding place of my brother Trifon's manuscript, perchance I might have at least one less mystery to solve. How deluded you are. Did you think you could keep it from me any longer? Do not listen to this brother of mine, dear visitor. Do not believe his untruths. If we had my brother's man...
You know that your house is like full of like monsters and stuff, right? Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to change our direction here. We're going to make a side jaunt to get the second weapon. Or to get the mace. Oh. Look at that. But I need to get to... teleportation. I guess we'll just pay to have our guilt wiped. Or not. We're gonna go. I'm gonna have to go get my in here. Oh, what? Wait, now.
Oh, sister. Stern, terrible Castula. Seekest not to deceive me with your detached expression, that serene indifference that becomes thee so well. I know you hear my words, even though the look you return to me arises from the depths of the shadows themselves. Welcome, visitor, to this table of reproach and intrigue. My name is Trifon, for that was what my parents so desired. Payest no attention to my sister's words, nor her silences, for just by looking at her withered face one can sense her malicious smile. No, I am no longer interested in your confabulations. Thine understanding has long been governed by a dastardly imagination. I remember when you had that old blue-green headscarf. It was so soft. You kept saying that it transported you back to other times, to distant memories. If you held it now in thine hands, perchance you might cease with thy constant accusations. You would never have lost it if, just for once, you had stopped rummaging through my affairs. Yes, sister, you now have the headscarf in your hands, and its softness would calm thee and free me from thine venomous reproaches.
The Senor Embroidered Thimble. Slightly reduces damage from traps and falls. Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing that's kind of cool. In this version of the game, traps don't kill you instantly. The hell? Oh, hey, look at that. We got this. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was trying to think if I needed anything from the lady. I don't think quite yet.
Welcome back, Penitent One. The flowers of mourning that bloom at our feet are nothing but your guilt made manifest. But the beauty of each bud conceals a thorn in my side, a penance that I carry with exultation that brings me closer to my purpose, and perchance to yours. So, do you wish to purge yourself of your guilt? So be
Yes, Emperor Palpatine, I do. Damn it.
The sacrament has been completed. Now go in peace.
Not yet. All right, we're gonna do a quick side jaunt to see if we can't go ahead and grab that mace weapon. Did I read this? Utensil that belonged to the Lady of the Threads before she devoted her flesh and soul to her penance. No, I guess I didn't. I don't know what I just did, but okay. I think it's going to be time to get a new controller. There's also achievement for falling into the spike for the first time. The Purified One. Increases fire damage. The executioners waited until the ravenous flames devoured the condemned before approaching the stake to collect their charred remains. Amidst the cindered wood and ashes, they found the body of a woman, untouched by the fire. Her skin, while cold and pale as marble, looked pure, unblemished. Awestruck were the executioners by this finding, and long they wondered who this saint was, as it was clear that the divine will of the miracle had protected her flesh from the pyre. They would never know, but her body, still preserved and immaculate, rests within the most delicate of urns. This beautiful work of glass and silver, placed in the bowels of a crypt under a church erected in her honor.
Penitent One of merciful steps, my golden mask weeps to see you before me. You are in the garden of high choirs. I am another of the holy brothers of the golden visage, born of the miracle. Oh, tireless time that travels without delay and erases the past, conjuring up uncertain futures. Make us remember when the miracle imposed its dark punishment upon us, that which prevented us from soaring and traveling with the breath of the wind. Penitent One, free my brothers who, by the designs of a miracle that already seems a stranger to us, are imprisoned and scattered throughout these lands under the gaze of the great heart that has risen on high. Only they will allow you to climb to the highest point. Help us by freeing more brothers, and we shall reveal to you what the tower holds at its highest point.
So he's not in the painting this time? Or are these different ones? Okay, we're gonna keep heading this way. Execution. Some attacks can leave your enemies stunned. When this happens, press the L2 to execute stunned enemies. Defeating an enemy in this way grants you fervor, Tears of Atonement, and Martyrdom bonus points. And a bonus. Martyrdom points bonus. Word in English. All right, the Sacred Entombments. We're just gonna blast our way through here. I don't even know what happened to my... I don't know how much these are worth. I was trying to see. Yeah, 40. Yeah. New weapon gained. Veredicto. Veredicto. Veredicto is the most powerful weapon in your arsenal. Its long reach, wide arc, and devastating strength increase the chance of stunning your enemies. In addition, its attack will generate additional fervor with each strike and can be empowered by the flame of the sacred incense. Thunder of Mercy, hold down square. Embers of Faith, R1 to activate, which burns through your mana like there is no tomorrow. Change weapon. Your arsenal has increased. Tap L1 to change weapon. You can rearrange your order of appearance in the inventory. What's this? Hello, Erdy. Santa Vigilina? I obviously can't do anything here right now. Let's get back to... We are going to go back to town. And... Oh, we have 4... Why don't we unlock... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We... Going this...
Pray, how can I assist thee, Penitent One? The altarpiece on your back now has more capacity. Here, I will wait for you until you gather more marks of martyrdom to extend your altarpiece. May the hands of the miracle guide thee, Penitent One.
Now we're gonna go buy a few more.
You point.
All right, so increases the window of time to perform a block. Recovers health after execution. You don't want that one. Looks like I can get one more. The scribe right now.
Here among my wares, I shall await your return.
And then let's take a look at her collection of figures. The scribe. The miracle well knows these lines to be the last ones my hand will write on these old parchments. The briars surround us, getting closer by the day, and they will soon take over the whole monastery. They grow on wall and column, covering the roofs, entering windows, and sealing doors as they twist and knot. We cannot get out. What reason for this punishment? What was our sin to deserve such a sentence? We are devoid of sustenance and our time is nigh. My only hope is for someone one day find our corpses and mercifully provide proper burial in sacred grounds. For someone to set us free from these walls. Viridiana. I see you depart, the flowers in my mantle wither. Oakwood shades engulf them, at the lightest breeze they crack. I will escort you no more, as my duty ends. But I know that in another place, at another time, we will meet again. Oh, it's, what's her name? I think that was the one chick who was with us. That would help us in boss fights. Trader's nice. You know what? Let's go give some more blood. I don't know what it does, but oh, gross.
Bring me chalices and vials.
Don't know what the sacrifice does. I'll have to look that up.
Pray, how can...
I mean, that one's nice, but we'll do this one.
May the hand...
All right. Well, I think, well, actually, we'll call this an episode here. In our next episode, we will, head back to the, Palace of Embroideries and see if we can't finish that off. Now that we have, the bell ringer, we can actually mess around with that. So there's kind of want to go back to, because over here there's some, and I think, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about how I want to approach this. I think I might go back here and just see what we can get, and then what we'll do is we'll work our way back through this and see if we can't pick up some of these chests here, and then just work our way to the Palace of Embroideries rather than teleport. That way we get some tiers along the way as well. So I think that's a good plan. Yep. All right. Well, that's all I've got. So until next time, my friends, stay true to yourselves, because it's important. Stay healthy, stay safe, and God bless. All right. See you next time. Bye-bye.